Hi, I'm Peter Carney from cityfoodgrowers.com.au. Today I'll be talking to you about how to grow strawberries, great tasting strawberries. And having strawberries in your vegetable garden is such a treat. I don't really know anyone who doesn't love a tasty strawberry. Unfortunately, these days most of the strawberries that are commercially grown and are sold in supermarkets have virtually no flavour. So if you haven't tasted the exquisite flavour of a homegrown strawberry with organic methods, then hopefully you'll find out how to do it now. So I'm in my garden, one of my vegetable gardens here, and this garden is a very large strawberry patch, probably 20 metres by 10 metres, and it started as a relatively small patch. And so what I'd like to talk about is the layout of your strawberry patch, the soil that you need for it to work well, how you care for your strawberry patch, and how you propagate your runners so that you get more and more production each year. Alright, so we start with the location. It's very important that the strawberries patch is in full sun. So what I mean by full sun is at least 6 to 8 hours a day. I mean, that will change over the year with the elevation of the sun, but please don't put your strawberry patch in a corner against the wall where it's shading most of the day, because if you do that you'll get leaf growth and hardly any flowers or fruit. So make sure the strawberry patch is in the sun. So this position here is very sunny, and with the land there's a nice fall here which allows for good drainage. It's very important that the strawberries have excellent drainage. When they're flowering and fruiting, they need a lot of water so that the moisture is drawn into the fruits. Not so much water when they're in the leafy stage like this. They really don't need much watering at all. So make sure you've got good drainage. Okay, so with the soil, with strawberries being a fruiting crop that is low to the ground, they really thrive in soil that is a bit more sandy, because the forces that really relate to the fruiting and flowering process are strongly in silica, and silica is a big part of sand. So it can't be like beach sand. You need some organic matter in the soil, and this soil here is quite sandy, but it's okay. I mean, we've got another garden which has very rich dark soil, and if I plant strawberries in that garden I get a lot of leaf growth and not much fruit, whereas in this garden there's a lot of fruit and the leaf growth is okay, it's in balance. So don't make your soil too rich, but you need to condition it each year. Okay, so what sort of things would you need to do to your soil to prepare? Well, this bed here was formerly a lawn, and we got a rotary hoe and hoed up the grass and formed the beds, the raised beds. They're all in raised beds, and I think it's important for drainage and to allow you to walk between the beds and easily manage the plants is to have raised beds. So this sort of layout allows for easy maintenance. Okay, now to the layout of the beds, where we have 4 beds here, and there's a really important reason for that, because the way that strawberries grow is you put runners in your first bed, and after the strawberries have fruited, they send out lots of runners like this that have very short roots, and see, here's the runner. So this runner is connected to the main plant, and as the runner goes along the ground it starts a new plant. So you would normally get 5 to 10 runners off one healthy plant. And in this garden here we started with 12 runners, and it's been here for 3 years. And I just cleared this one bed here, this one section which is about 10 metres long, and I pulled out some older plants and saved at least 400 runners. So I pulled out probably that many old ones and got at least 400 new plants like this out of this one section. So you can see how many strawberries would be in here, and we only started with 12 plants 3 years ago. I mean, it's an amazing example of the bounty of nature when you look at strawberries, how well they multiply if they're cared for. So after your first lot of strawberries fruits, you then move the runners to the next bed, and you'll find that the biggest strawberries come from the newest plants, the youngest, healthiest plants. And then the next time they fruit, they'll send out runners, so you move them across. And by the time the first strawberries have produced at least 3 crops, it's time to pull them out, because what happens is they get a really long woody root like that. And once they get to that stage, they really don't produce much fruit at all. So what I've done here is dug them all out, sorted the good ones from the not so good ones, and I'll fertilise this bed with ash and liquid cow manure, really well diluted, and some biodynamic soil preparation. So that will help with the humus level in the soil, not make it too rich, but just right for growing strawberries. So once your strawberries start to, when you're planting the strawberries, it's depending on where you are, with your climate, will determine when you should be doing this process and replanting them. In our subtropical climate now, we get a crop in July and then another one in September, October, so it's the right time to plant these now. Our Gardener Subscriber website will tell you when to put these in depending on your climate. And so when they're ready to fruit, you need to get a lot of water into the crop, and make sure that you pick them as soon as they're ready, because otherwise the critters will come along and want to eat them. We don't seem to need to cover these here because we grow a lot, and all the trees around here are very healthy. So that's it for our short movie. We've got a blog that will give you some more detail on growing strawberries at our website at cityfruitgrowers.com.au, and please consider joining our site through our Gardener subscription to give you a lot more information on organic gardening. Thank you.